I mean, how can you not be worried? Season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead was probably the most critically acclaimed season of the show thus so far. And I adored Season 3. I loved the characters. I loved the storylines. I loved the adventure that we were taking on. This breathtaking experience that we haven't really seen before in the Walking Dead universe for a extremely long time. It took me back to the old days, back when I loved The Walking Dead. Season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead was up there with some of my favorite seasons of The Walking Dead. That's how good it was. And Season 3 shocked a lot of people. Season 1 and 2 were very hit and miss with the audience. But Season 3 drawed in a lot of the people that hated Season 1 and 2. I always loved the show, but even I thought Season 1 and 2 was okay. But Season 3 was fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. And Dave Erickson directed the hell... Sorry, it's not really a cuss word. He directed the hell out of Season 3, and his finale... The Season 3 finale was truly beautiful. And the scope was stunning. When the dam blew up, when you saw Madison under the water, and everything was just spinning in the water, and then you saw her having these daydreams, these night visions and stuff, was truly beautiful and gripping for television. And I don't know how they did this. I don't know how they did the scene where she's under the water. I was literally shocked when I saw this scene. And when I heard that Dave Erickson was departing the series after the Season 3 finale, I was a bit disappointed and sad, because this guy created the show. He came up with Fear the Walking Dead along with Robert Kirkman. And he's directed Season 1, 2, and 3. He's the showrunner of Season 1, 2, and 3, basically. That's what I was trying to say. He put his heart and soul into the show. He is the reason why the show is still going, and he is the creator of many of these characters. Personally, I am worried for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. One, because we have new showrunners. And everyone can be worried because of new showrunners. I mean, because it's... You would always be worried because you don't know where they're going to take the show. But as of right now, what I've seen, I'm a bit worried for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. And I hope this show does not go downhill like The Walking Dead did when it hit the 4th season of The Walking Dead. I hope it doesn't go downhill like that. And I hope the quality can really stay like Season 3. I hope the budget and the quality is the same as Season 3. Of course, it won't feel the same as Season 3 because it's new showrunners. But I just want that same quality, you know, that beautiful scope. I love Fear the Walking Dead for the scope, the atmosphere. You get to see so much. It feels like a film. It reminds me so much of The Walking Dead Season 1. But what worries me here is Morgan coming into the series. That's number one. Morgan with his staff. Okay? Morgan has become a superhero on the sister show, The Walking Dead. He is not the Morgan we fell in love with in Season 1. You know, the tough guy who was the mature one of the group, the voice of reason. No, he's become a superhero with a stick. Now, it's kind of cool sometimes when he kills zombies with the stick, but the fight scenes with Morgan in The Walking Dead, not Fear the Walking Dead, I haven't seen Morgan in Fear the Walking Dead yet, but in The Walking Dead, most of his fight scenes are poorly choreographed. Oh, I'm sorry. And he's just become some weird, whiny superpower, kind of like the Terminator. And that worries me for Fear the Walking Dead, because Fear the Walking Dead is more of a mature show. It feels like it has real characters. You know, we have characters, they're called Travis, Madison, Nick, Alicia. All of these names are relatable. Now in Season 4, we are getting Althea, and some other characters that have weird names as well. That's what worries me. I really don't want this show to be medieval and messed up like The Walking Dead is right now. Another thing that worries me is a massive time skip. Fear the Walking Dead looks like they are having a massive time skip, which may be a too big of a time skip. It looks like it's massive. A little bit too big there, guys. Shrink it down a little bit. To me and a lot of other fans, it looks like Fear the Walking Dead will be skipping to the current time of The Walking Dead Season 8. And that worries me because Fear the Walking Dead is no longer this unique story. It is just like The Walking Dead now. And that kind of ruins the purpose for Fear the Walking Dead. You know, I loved watching these characters go on their own adventures, and I'm 99% sure that Madison and the group will become the Whisperers. Personally, I do not want this to happen. I know a lot of other people want this to happen, but I do not. Because The Walking Dead sucks. It just plain sucks. And I really don't want these characters that I care about becoming evil villains, one-dimensional villains on a show that I don't really care about anymore on The Walking Dead. I just want them to stay on Fear the Walking Dead and go on their own adventures, run into a couple Walking Dead characters from The Walking Dead. That will be fine, but I don't want them becoming the Whisperers. I don't want them becoming one-dimensional villains, these cartoon comic book villain characters. I just want them to stay clear of that, and that is what worries me half to death. Another big thing that worries me is Gimple is becoming the executive producer, one of the executive producers for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. Now, thank God, fortunately, he is not the showrunner for Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. He is executive producer, so he doesn't really have much involvement on the series. He just watches over some people, makes sure people aren't getting off track or anything. But thank God he doesn't have a lot of involvement. We have 2 new showrunners from Once Upon a Time. Now, they are having the full involvement, and I hope they don't screw this up. Because Season 3 was truly beautiful. And I am very nervous for Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. Another thing I am super nervous for is the look. The look of the show, a lot of people don't really care, but the look of the show in The Walking Dead, it went from a movie-looking quality. The style was beautiful. The scope was huge. You had tons of zombies. You had, like, wide shots. You had shots out there, shots over here. That's the scope. And the scope was bright and colorful. But also, it looked dead and scary. Now, the show barely has these huge wide angles, and it's really blurry in a lot of scenes. It's just gray, dead, just blurry, bland looking. The show looks bland, okay? And in The Walking Dead. So I hope Fear the Walking Dead does not go down this same track. I really hope. And that is my biggest concern. The writing and the look of the show is my biggest concern. If that doesn't work, then the show will suck. Season 4 will suck. If the writing and the look and scope of the show, if it doesn't work, Season 4 will not work for me personally. Now, them also becoming the Whisperers will not work for me either, but I don't know. I think the writing and the look of the show is more important, in my opinion, to make the season good. But if they became Whisperers, I would be just as mad because I don't want that to happen. What do you think of my mini rant, everyone? I'm super excited for this highly, highly, highly anticipated season. This season is probably the most anticipated thing ever in The Walking Dead. I don't know. I am super excited to see my characters come back. But I'm worried. I am really worried. Did I miss out on anything? Oh, yeah. One more thing. The Texas setting. I'm a little worried about the Texas setting. Not really. But it is extremely close to the Walking Dead setting. And I wish they could have gone to London or something. Not back to Texas. So that's another worry that I have. But other than that, I'm super pumped for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good season. If it sucks, it sucks. I would be extremely disappointed. But I will be watching it. I will be tuning in. And I hope to God it will be a good season. I hope it won't become like The Walking Dead, because Fear the Walking Dead is its own thing. Season 3 was a blast, and I loved Season 3. Season 4 better kick butt. If it doesn't, then the show's screwed. But I hope you enjoyed my video, everyone. What do you think of my worries? Comment down below. Let me know if you have the same worries as I do, because I am so worried for Season 4. I hope it's good. Okay, comment down below, subscribe, do whatever the heck you want to do. I'm busy. I have work to do. I have video games to play. I have a life. Bye, everyone.